Ever since I've seen YouTube boxing as a whole, it's an understatement of how invested I've been in it. Who doesn't want to see their favourite YouTubers fighting in the ring? However, Jake Paul continues to be the only boxer to continuously get in the ring and carry on this boxing trend. Now, with his most recent fight against Ben Askren, there's been many concerns about if the fight was rigged, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to make it a quick night.
I'm killing rappers all day. I'm one of the illest alive until I decide to chill and retire. I'm hitting them with that artillery fire. It'll be I against the world until I decide to chill and be quiet until in the end.
It's gonna be very embarrassing.
Shit can get wicked, but it'll be fine. Nothing else that I can tell you. Find your lessons in your failures, cause your failures will prepare you for your blessings. If I help you face your struggles with the words I'm speaking, I'm really just helping myself, cause we are one if you believe it. Believe it.
Moments away from our main event, let's take a look at Jake Paul and Ben Askren coming up next.
Back in 2018, a fight happened between Joella and Theo Baker. In that video, KSI said that he would fight the winner of that fight. Following that, KSI got into the ring with Joella and beat him, and after that went into another boxing match with Logan Paul and wanted to call out Jake Paul. Now, Jake Paul is important as he's never been defeated in his YouTube boxing career, and I think that's one of the most amazing things that he has done. Not saying he's an amazing person, but you got to applaud him for what he's done. Following on from Jake Paul's boxing match with Deji, he went on to fight Anisom Gibb and Nate Robinson, where both boxing matches finished in the first round after him knocking them out, or them just being a terrible boxer. Just under a week ago, Jake Paul went off in the ring with Ben Askren to see who was the better boxer in Jake Paul's latest fight in the ring. However, there was many allegations that got thrown out at Ben Askren and Jake Paul, saying that the fight was fake, as Jake Paul knocked him out in the most stupid shot that Ben has ever taken in his life. And I mean, come on, the event was pretty stupid. Half of it was a concert. In the last coming days, many allegations have been thrown out that the fight was rigged, and I couldn't agree more. It was so fake, I just can't believe that this was even a fight in the first place. I mean, the referee stopped it after Ben being completely fine. He's taken worse shots before. He shouldn't have been kept off. Furthermore, he was smiling ear to ear after the event after being thrashed by a YouTube boxer. Do you know how embarrassing that is? If this fight wasn't rigged, then I feel completely bad for him because his whole career could be ruined because of this. I know he's retired, but his whole legacy he's built up for could be ruined because of this. Something I want to see in the future is Jake Paul getting in the ring with either Dylan Dallas or Tommy Fury, because I want to see him box for a full amount of rounds so we can actually properly see how good his boxing is and if he's actually any good at boxing. All the representatives of the event say that the fight was legitimate, but I mean, come on, this is clearly faked for the money. Away from that, the whole appearance of it was terrible. I mean, the cameraman couldn't even hold the camera above the ropes. I mean, I didn't pay for the fight, but if I did, I would want my money back and want a refund. I mean, they couldn't even film the fight properly, it was that bad. Don't even get me started on the decor around the room. I mean, the whole scaffolding look, I'm guessing they're going for a kind of underground fight club, but it just doesn't work and it looks unfinished and unprofessional. Furthermore, half of the event was just concerts. There was hardly any boxing involved in the boxing match. I mean, there was more concert time than there was boxing time, and that is just so ridiculous to me. Why is there so many songs and concerts going on during a boxing event? Now, leading up to the event, I was completely hyped. I mean, Ben Askren is the first person I've seen to get Jake Paul real riled up. I mean, the guy just didn't care during each interview. He knew he was going to win, but obviously that wasn't the outcome. I kind of think Ben Askren kind of underestimated Jake Paul if this was completely legitimate. But if he didn't, then this just all lines up. I mean, the guy looks like a freshly stuffed teddy bear from Build-A-Bear Workshop. Over the past few days, everyone on Twitter has been calling out Jake Paul for boxing matches. Now, do I think these will happen? No, but one thing I do think will happen is Jake Paul versus KSI. mean, not anytime this year, or maybe not even next year, but maybe at the start of 2023 or even further. I mean, this guy still has a lot to build up, and KSI needs to do a couple of more boxing matches before he gets in the ring with Jake Paul. So overall, I think the fight was very underwhelming. I mean, one of the most underwhelming boxing matches I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. I think YouTube boxing at the minute is so oversaturated. I think Jake Paul should be the main lead here. I mean, he's doing fantastically selling himself as the villain. I don't know if he's actually like that in real life, I hope not. But yeah, I think that YouTube boxing has a place in boxing, but not being taken seriously. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe as I work very hard on these videos. At least 28% of you aren't subscribed, and I want to get that level to 0%. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and hopefully I will be sticking around this time instead of last year where I just completely ignored any promises I made. I'll try and fulfill them promises, but I can't be certain. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.